Reading I-Ching. Increase. Composition of hexagram. Wind is blowing on top, and thunder is roaring below. If we consider the lightning to symbolize life, it can also be viewed as a tree or grasses, standing on a windy field. Such images seem to show us disturbing and ominous situation, but that is not really the case. Let's look at the nature of each trigram. While the previous hexagram was relatively stable and static, this one seems to be quite dynamic. Both the wind and lightning exist as movement. The wind is delivering the will of the heaven to earth, and the lightning is connecting the heaven and earth with a sliver of light. Therefore, although the overall atmosphere may feel opposite from the previous hexagram, this hexagram also seems to talk about connecting and harmonizing things with different qualities. However, while the hexagram of decrease sacrificed some part of each member, to compensate for what others lack, this hexagram of increase seems to emphasize the importance of communication and connection between different people, by actively approaching to one another. Overall meaning. The hexagram of increase is quite similar to that of decrease. In both cases, 3 lines of yang are divided by 3 lines of yin at the center. This time, however, a single line of yang is located at the bottom, and 2 are at the top, which seems to tell us that we need to move toward the goal more eagerly, than to prepare the start more thoroughly. If we exchange the upper and lower trigrams of wind and thunder, we get hexagram number 32, duration. The hexagram of duration, which is also composed of wind and thunder, put emphasis on the harmony, based on active communication and mutual sympathy. Not only are the overall composition similar, they are specially related, in that one can be obtained by flipping yin and yang of each line of the other. Therefore, the major difference is that duration started and ended with lines of yin, and so it was focusing more on the ways to prolong the relationship between people. However, the hexagram of increase starts and ends with lines of yang, which puts more emphasis on dynamic changes and directionalities. Therefore, it focuses more on the aspect of mutual growth and development, toward a higher ideal through this relationship. While the hexagram of decrease was sacrificing oneself to support other people, this hexagram of increase is trying to find synergy in combining the strength of each member, in order to accomplish a bigger task. When we talk about developing oneself, we often consider what we need to do in order to complement our shortcomings, but if we focus more on further developing what we can do best, we will be able to create a unique and special ability that others do not have. The same principle applies to the cooperative relationships as well. While compensating for other people's deficiencies may be considered one way of harmonization, but if we combine the strengths of each member together, we may end up with a unique kind of harmony and equilibrium, which can overcome all the other shortcomings.